Shalom Israel. We're at ISUPK at 1 West 125th Street, New York. I'm preaching the car, preaching the
So apiala.
Today we go to begin today's Sabbath service. We say contribution to stand. Shalom Israel. Present thyself on the registry.
Tazdo, ban yamyan ban yashala. Yahaba Hashem Yashem Rakta. Sa. I'm about to keep all your phones on vibrate.
So imagine opening up a down, right on face the east, south, choose it too. We'll see the lowest grade in Hebrew.
Abanawa, Tabashamayim, Kodash, Aya, Shamaka, Yahweh, Makwaka, Haba, Zaka, Aya, Aisha, Rataza, Kawa, Aya, Mashamayim, Nathan, Lanawa, Makam, Kav, Yawab, Asalaknawa, Kawatnawa, Asalaknawa, Awatanawa, Wala, Tabenawa, Masawan, Bal, Meshanawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Malakwa, Wala, Ataparat, Alamiam, Aman. In the English, O Father, that in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushai, Babukasha, Tananawa, Akak, Akak, Rapah, Makala, Kalwo, Akak, Ataha, Israel, Akak, Akwayam, Mathia, Akak, Arakawath, the Mala, Garashan, Bashim, Yahushai, Tawadaman. In English, Yahweh, name of Yahushai, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, to cleanse the lepers, to raise the dead, for against unclean spirits, cast them out. Name of Yahushai. Thank you. So be it. Yahweh, Bashim, Yahushai, Barak Nawa, Bashala, Babiat, Separium, Barak, Bashim, Yahushai, Tawadaman. In English, Yahweh, name of Yahushai, bless us and Israel and the school. In the name of Yahushai. Thank you. So be it. Asha, Ayanya, Ariam, Mayam, Zah, Zariah, Mayam, Aisha, Mayam, Ratza, Ethan, Wat, Gaka, Alawam, Samaka, Na, La'a, Nuam, La'a, Yeshan, Shroma, Ishala, Yahweh, Samaka, Yahweh, Zak, Ayad, Yamika, Nauma, Ashama, La'a, Kaka, Ra, Balala, Yahweh, Samaka, Kalrai, Sama, Adnashbaka, Yahweh, Ashama, Sahatka, Vaka, Matha, Ai, I will learn. Psalms 121 in English. I will lift up my eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and even forevermore. Alahayim, Alamelaka, Altashkat, Ekehana, Eveka, Imawan, Meshaka, Shashra, Almaka, Yawa, Sawada, Wayatha, Aitazawa, Aitazawanka, Mawa, Akawa, Kadandam, Magawia, Wala'a, Isaka, Ishala, Awada, Aya, Aitazawa, Laba, Akabo, Aka, Moriath, Rathel, Halim, Awam, Ashamai, Eliam, Moab, Graham, Gabal, Maimon, Malak, Palasat, Amishabia, Tazawo, Gamashawo, Lwa, Imam, Era, Zerai, Labanelawa, Salah, Ashalaham, Madiam, Sarah, Yabian, Makal, Yashwan, Asmalwa, Bayan, Dara, Ayawa, Lama, Udama, Sethama, Nabawa, Kirab, Wazabak, Zabak, Kalta Zamanai, Kalan Sekamo, Shah, Mawa, Rasha, Awa, Ab, Nawa, Lahaya, Lahaya, Latama, Tagagala, Aquash, Yapania, Woka, Gash, Labaira, Ira, Galaba, Lahat, Riam, Kandaratma, Basaraika, Basa, Pathka, Lahalam, La, Ayam, Kulawan, Abakwasha, Aka, Yahawa, Abashwa, Halwa, Alaid, Kapawa, Abadwa, Adaiwa, Alpha, Shamka, Yahawa, Abaka, Alawan, Akaha, Rataza. Psalms 83 in the English. Keep not thou silence, O Yahweh, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh, for lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent they are conferred against thee, the tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites of Moab, and the Agarenes, Gabal and Ammon, Amalek, the Philistines, with inhabitants of Tyre, Assur also is joined with them. They have hearkened, children of Lot, Salah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kison, which perished at Endor. They became as down for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb, like Zei, yea, all the princes, as Zabah, Zalmunna, said, let us take to ourselves the house of Yahweh in possession. O my power, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth a wood, and as the flame setteth amongst on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the Most High over all the earth. ISUPK curses, blessed are you, Yahweh, King of heaven and earth, and all things living. Yahweh, name of Yahweh Shai. Listen to us now, right now. Send evils and curses and punishment and destruction to the heathen that speak against us, thy prophets, the teachers, the princes, the priests, the Israelite brothers, and the school. Send evils and curses and punishment and destruction to the heathen, and shake loose the treasure of the rich of Israel that refuse to give to the school. Force their riches to enter into thy sanctuary. Send evils and curses and punishment and destruction to the Edomites and the nations and their drug dealers, the court system, the prison system, Planned Parenthood, all the government of enemies, Amalek synagogues and armies, Roman Catholic Church, the Pope, Islam, Christianity, Egyptology, militia, Ku Klux Klan, the UN Nation, skinheads, Kwasi, the gay movement, lesbian movement, spies, workers of witchcraft, NASA space program, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Wall Street, open up the internet and the airwaves, the cable access channels and the radio channels. Convict the spirit of any of thy people that seek to stop us and bring swift destruction to all the heathen that stand in the way. Try from broadcasting your words throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues. Cause them to go to and fro through the earth and consume them. Let the plagues shake the house of the thief and the murderer. Let Yahweh Shai, Michael and Gabriel come down with the flying saucers and punish all the heathen that come up against us as we speak thy word. Cause it to be known by all that is the angels that have done it. Cause it to be spread through the media, throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake at thy coming. Name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you always. So be it.
Psalm, which means to turn. Shabia, which means to be seated. So today we're going to continue reading in the book of Exodus, chapter 35, continuing from verse 18. Today is our Sabbath service. It's something that has been ordained by the Most High so that Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, you understand, come together, you understand, to do the work of the Lord, to do the will of the Lord. And this was given to us to be done every 7 days, every Sabbath day, right, which is a day of rest. And as we go through these scriptures, we get a sneak peek of our forefathers, what we have done, what they have done. You understand? To bring us to this point and why we do what we do in the ISUPK under command in general.
Okay. All right. Book of Exodus chapter 35 and verse 20 in the Hebrew. But yeah, there's an hour.
Okay, almost. Yeah.
Right, look at Exodus chapter 36. 35 and verse 20, Salakia, right? Waya is an hour. Kal, I, Salakia, Aida, Manya, Yashala, Mala, Panya, Masha, verse 21, Waya, Ba'awa, Kal, Ayash, Asha, Lasha'awa, Labawa, Wakal, Asha, Ladaba, Rakawa, Athawa, Aba, Ya'awa, Ra, Amath, Yahweh, Lama, La'akath, Ahala, Mawa, Aida, Wala, Kala, Aiba, Aibadatawa, La, Bagadaya, Akadash, verse 22, Baya, Ba'awa, La'a, Lashayam, Ail, Anna, Shayam, Kal, Nadayab, Laba, Aba, Ya'awa, Kaka, Wana, Wanazam, Salakia, Wata, Ba'ita, Waka, Umaza, Kal, Kalaya, Zahab, Wakal, Ayash, Asha, Anna, Anayab, Anna, Apath, Zahab, La Yahweh, verse 23, Wakal, Ayash, Asha, Namatza'a, Atawa, Taka, Takalat, Wa'ama, Salakia, Wa'a, Ra, Gamana, Wata, Tala'aita, Shanya, Mashasha, Wa'ai, Zayam, Wa'airath, Ayalam, Ma'a, Mayim, Wa'airath, Taka, Shayam, Abba, Ya'awa, verse 24, Kal, Mariam, Tarawa, Tarawama, Kasab, Wana, Kashat, Abba, Ya'awa, Ath, Tabra, Aimath, Yahweh, Wakal, Asha, Namatza'a, Atawa, Itazaya, Shata, Shatayam, Wakal, Mala, Akaf, Ai, Bada, Abba, Abaya Awa, verse 25, Wakal, Asha, Kaka, Mata, Naba, Salakia Lam. Baya, Daya, Tawawa, Waya, Baya Awa, Matawa Salakia At, Ata, Alaf, Wa'ata, A'a, Rogamana, Af, Wa, La'aita, Ashanya, Wa'ata, Ashasha, verse 26. Wakal, Anna, Shayam, Asha, Nasha'a, Laban, Atana, Baka, Kama, Tabawa, Ai, Sayam. And the Hebrew, Exodus chapter 34, 35 Salakia, and verse 20 in the English. And all the congregation of the children of Israel departed from the presence of Moses. Verse 21, and they came, everyone whose heart stirred up him, and everyone whom his spirit made willing. And they brought the Lord's offering to the work of the tabernacle of the congregation, and for all his service, and for the holy garments. Verse 22, and they came, both men and women, as many as were willing-hearted, and brought bracelets, and earrings, and rings, and tablets, and jewels of gold, and every man that offered offering, that every man that offered an offering of gold unto the Most High. Verse 23, and every man with whom was found blue, and purple, and scarlet, and fine linen, and goats' hairs, and red skins of rams, and badgers' skins, brought them. Verse 24, every one that did offer an offering of silver and brass brought the Lord's offering. And every man with whom was found shittim wood for any work of the service brought it. Verse 25, and all the women that were wise-hearted did spin with their hands, and brought that which they had spun, both of blue, and of purple, and of scarlet, and of fine linen. Verse 26, and all the women whose heart stirred them up in wisdom spun goat's hair. And now they read in English.
Right, so again, as we see what is taking place here again, and this is why it is always a reminder to us. It is always a reminder to us as a people, our culture, our heritage, where it stems from. So when you see brothers, again in garments, especially on our high holidays and our feast days, this is where, the tradition of our forefathers, came down from, and not only us, but instructions was passed down, because when they check and they look back through the records, you see Moses was given these instructions, and as you say in verse 1, he gathered the people together, and this was nothing that was forced upon anyone. That is why I say they have a willing heart and wise, because to understand culture, to understand our people is to get yourself in this work, and by being in the work, then you would be able to understand why the Most High God had us separated or set apart from all these other nations. Because why? He was supposed to be again worship, and when I say worship, honored in a right way, not to be downtrodden and use all kind of, as we say, names that they would call him today, because the Most High God is the creator of all, and he always had instructions, and this is why we would choose the people of the Lord to follow these instructions, and every other nation would fall in line and understand and know their place. Right?
The book of Exodus chapter 35 and verse 25. Wakal, Asha, Kaka, Kakama, Salake, Lab, Baya, Daya, Tawawa, Waya, Baya Awa, Matawa, Af, Ata, Kalaf, Wa'ata, A'a, Ragamana, Af, Tawa, La'aita, Ashanya, Wa'ata, Abu Ashasha, verse 26. Wakal, Anna, Shayam, Asha, Nasha'a, Laban, Atana, Baka, Kama, Tawawa, At, Ai, Sayam, verse 27. Ba, Nasha'ama, Abba, Yawa, Af, Abanaya, Asha, Amma, Wata, Abanya, Amma, La'ayam, La'a, Kawad, Bala, Kashana, verse 28. Wata, Abasham, Wata, Asha, Mana, Lama, Awa, Wala, Shamana, Amma, Shaka, Bala, Putarak, Asamayam, verse 29. Kal, Ayash, Wama, Asha, Nadab, Labama, Atam, Laha, Baya'a, Lakal, Amma, La'aka, Salake, Asha, Tazawa, Yahweh, La'ai, Shawath, Bayad, Masha, Abba, Yahwa, Manya, Shala, Adaba, La Yahweh, verse 30. Oyama, Masha, Al, Manya, Yashala, Rawa, Qura'a, Yahweh, Basham, Bataza, La'Allah, Ban, our Awaraya, Ban, Kawa, Lamata, Yahav, Yahawada. Verse 31. Ya Mala'a, Atawa, Rawak, Alahayim, Baka, Kama, Bata, Bawana, Baba, Ta'aita, Baba, Abakal, Mala'aka, verse 31. Baya, Mala'a, Atawa, Rawak, Salakia, Alahayim, Baka, Kama, Bata, Bawana, Baba, Ta'aita, Baba, Allah, Mala'aka. And then we read in Hebrew, the book of Exodus chapter 35 and verse 25. Then, them hath he filled with wisdom of heart to work all manner of work, and the engraver, and the cunning workman, and the embroiderer, and the embroiderer, in blue, and in purple, and in scarlet, and in fine linen, and of the weaver, even of them that do any work, and of those that devise cunning work. Chapter 36 and verse 1. Then brought Bezalel and Aholiab. Yeah, from 25 and 25. You know, okay. Awesome. Right, the book of Exodus chapter 35 and verse 25. And all the women that were wise-hearted did spin with their hands and
This are 26.
no, you correct it up. So you gotta go back up to 25. Right? The book of Exodus chapter 35 verse 25.
Now, where to start from?
So like I said, he make a mistake.
All right.
So we just start one.
All right.
Yeah.
The book of Exodus chapter 35 and verse 25. And all the women that were wise-hearted did spin with their hands, and brought that which they had spun, both of blue, and of purple, and of scarlet, and of fine linen. Verse 26. And all the women whose heart stirred them up in wisdom, spun goat's hair. Verse 27. And the rulers brought onyx stones, and stones to be set for the ephod, and for the breastplate. Verse 28. And spice, and oil, for the light, and for the anointed oil, and for the sweet incense. Verse 29. The children of Israel brought a willing offering unto the Most High, every man and woman whose heart made them willing to bring for all manner of work, which the Most High had commanded to be made by the hand of Moses. It was 30. And Moses said unto the children of Israel, See, the Most High had called by name Bezalel, the son of Uri, and the son of Hur, of the tribe of Judah. Verse 31. And he has filled him with the spirit of the Most High in wisdom, and in understanding, and in knowledge, and in all manner of workmanship. And that we didn't lose.
Again, all we see, work is going to be, carried out as the instructions passed down. As you just read in the last verse, and he had filled him with the spirit, right, of the Most High in wisdom, right, and understanding, and in knowledge, and in all manner of workmanship. So again, you're going to see everything be carried out as the instructions, pass on, right? Go ahead.
Yeah, we continue.
All right, the book of Exodus chapter 35 and verse 62 in the Hebrew. Allah, Hasham, Makkah, Shabbat, La'ai, Shata, Mazahab, Baba, Kasab, Baba, Nakashaf, verse 33, Baba, Karashaf, Abana, Lama, Lata, Baba, Karashaf, Aitazala, Aishawat, Makal, Mala, Akat, Makah, Shabbat, verse 34, Wallah, Awaraf, Nathan, Wallah, Bawa, Awa'a, Wa'a, Allah, Ya'aba, Ban, Akash, Salaki, Akar, Samak, Lama, Lamata, Dana, Salaki, Dan, verse 35, Mala'a, Atam, Kama, Lab, La'ai, Shawaf, Kal, Mala'a, Mala'akaf, Karash, Waka, Wakashaba, Salaki, Wakashab, Wara, Warakum, Bata, Kalaf, Waba, Aragama, Ara, Gama, Gamana, Salaki, Bata, Wala'aita, Ashanya, Waba, Shasha, Wa'aram, Wa'arag, Aishaya, Kal, Mala'a, Mala'aka, Waka, Shabaya, Waka, Shabbat. Book of Exodus chapter 36 and verse 1. Right, verse 1. Wa'asha, Batazah, La'allah, Wa'a, Alaya, Abba, Wakal, Ayash, Akam, Lab, Asha, Nathan, Yahweh, Takama, Bata, Bawana, Bahama, Ladaya, Lada, Aita, La Aisha, Af, Kal, Mala'aka, Ibadath, Akadash, Lakal, Asha, Tazawa'a, Yahweh, verse 2, Waya, Kora'ah, Masha, Al, Batazah, Allah, Allah, Aha, Ayaba, Wala'a, Kal, Ayash, Kakam, Lab, Asha, Nathan, Yahweh, Kakama, Malabawa, Kal, Asha, Rashawa, Labawa, Lakaraba, Al, Amma, Laka, Laisha, Atta, and let me read it in Hebrew. The book of Exodus, chapter 35, and verse 32. And to devise curious works, the work in gold, and in silver, and in brass, verse 33, and the cutting of stones to set them, the carving of wood, to make any manner of carving. Verse 34, and he had put in his heart that he may teach both he and Aholiab, the son of Ahisamach, of the tribe of Dan. Verse 35, them hath he filled with wisdom of art, to work all manner of work, of the engraver, and of the cunning workman, and of the embroiderer, in blue and in purple, in scarlet and in fine linen, and of the weaver, even of them that do any work, and of those that devise cunning work. Chapter 26, verse 1. Then wrought Bezaleel and Aholiab, of every wise-hearted man, in whom the Most High put wisdom and understanding, to know how to work all manner of work for the service of the sanctuary, according to all that the Most High had commanded. Verse 2. And Moses called Bezaleel and Aholiab, and every wise-hearted man, in whose heart the Most High had put wisdom, of every one whose heart stirred him up to come unto the work to do it. And then we do it in English.
Very that
Last.
continue. Because basically, everything, directly on point, and it, again, men and them carrying out the work. And they say, call them wise and willing. So, because again, what we see now is work being carried out, when instructions being laid out.
You know?
Yeah.
Book of Exodus, chapter 36, and verse 3. Ya, Akawa, Mala, Panya, Masha, Ath, Kal, Atha, Rama, Asha, Abba, Ya'awa, Manya, Yasha'ala, Lama, Laakat, Aibadah, Akadash, La'aisha, Atha, Waham, Salaki Wahama, Abba, Ya'awa, Alayawa, Aiwad, Salaki Aiwada, Nada, Nadaba, Baba, Babaka, verse 4. Waya, Ba'awa, Kal, Aka, Slaki, Kamayam, Aishayam, Kal, Mala'aka, Akadash, Ayash, Mama, La'akatawa, Asha, Amma, Aishayam, verse 5. Waya, Amawa, Al, Masha, La'ama, Marabayam, Aima, Laha, Baya'a, Madaya, Ai, Bada, Lama, Laka, Asha, Tazawa'a, Salake Tazawa, Yahweh, La Shaf, Ata, verse 6, Baya, Tazawa, Masha, Bara, Yarowa, Awal, Ma, Kana, La'ama, Ayash, Wa'ama, Salake wa Asha, Al, Ya Aisha wa, Aiwada, Malaka, Lata, Ramath, Akadash, Aya, Kala'a, Aima, Maha, Baya'a, Lusavan, Baha, Bala, Aka, Ayata, Dayam, Lakal, Ama, Laka, La'ai, Shawath, Af, Salaki Ata, Baha, Patara, verse 8. Ra, Salaki Waya, Aishawa, Kal, Kakam, Lab, La'ai, Shaya, Ama, Laka, Af, Ama, Shakan, Asha, Salaki Aisha, Yara, Ya'aitha, who's Shasha, Masha, Mashaza, Patha, Talatha, Ba'ara, Kamana, Patha, Tala'aitha, Shanya, Kara, Karabayam, Aisha, Kashab, Salaki, Aisha, Atham, verse 9, Ka, Aya, Aiha, Akaf, Shamana, Ba'ai, Sarayam, Ba'ama, Ra, Barakab, Arabai, Ba'a, Ba'ama, right? Aya, Aiha, Akaf, Madaha, Akaf, Lakal, Aya, Aitha. And let me read it in the Hebrew. Exodus chapter 36 and verse 3. And they received Moses all the offering which the children of Israel had brought for the work of the service of the sanctuary, to make it withal. And they brought yet unto him 3 offerings every morning. Verse 4. And all the wise men that wrought all the work of the sanctuary came every man from his work which they made. Verse 3. So after verse 5. And they spake unto Moses, saying, the people bring much more than enough for the service of the work which the Most High commanded to make. Verse 6. And Moses gave commandment, and they caused it to be proclaimed throughout the camp, saying, let neither man nor woman make any more work for the offering of the sanctuary. So the people were restrained from bringing. Verse 7. For the stuff they had was sufficient for all the work to make it, and too much. Verse 8. And every wise-hearted man among them that wrought the work of the tabernacle made 10 curtains of fine linen, and blue, and purple, and scarlet, for the cherubims of cunnings of Slakia, the cherubims of cunning work made he them. Verse 9. The length of one curtain was 20 and 8 cubits, and the breadth of one curtain 4 cubits. The curtains were all of one side. And then
Right. So again, we've seen out of all of this, these men and them given a report on, as the work is being done. So in order for Moses to know or to be notified that it was the amount that was coming was too much, these men had to give a report on as the work is being done. And this is why, again, when you see the structure, the ISUPK under Command General Yana, is the same structure that we follow. As work is given, a report must be given back that the work that is carried out. And this is why, again, it is so important to understand structure, to understand, following instructions, following the orders. Again, these are reminders unto us. And this is why we say, when you join religion, you're far away from the truth, because now the structure of religion is to put you against your brother, put you against, your sister, put you against family. What we see here is a family coming together and, making sure that whatever is passed down, it is being done, right? So as we read along, we're going to see, all the works, being done, and, the end result of it. Yeah.
The book of Exodus chapter 36 and verse 10 in the Hebrew. Yah, Kabah, Ak, Kamash, Ayah, Ra'aita, Akaf, Al, Akaf, Waka, Akamash, Ya'aita, Kabah, Akaf, Al, Akaf, verse 11. Waya, Aisha, Allah, Ata, Takala, Ai, Shapat, Ya, Wara, Ya Aiha. Aka. Maka Kataza. Mama Kabara. Khan. Aisha. Bashar. Bashapath. Aya. Raya Aiha. Aka. Yataza. Wana. Mama. Kabara. Asha. Nayat. Verse 12. Aka. Shayam. Lalaaf. Lalaata. Aisha. Maya. Aiha. Aka. Aka. Mashayam. Lalaata. Aisha. Wakatizaha. Aya. Aiha. Asha. Mama. Kabarat. Asha. Nayat. Makuba. Yalat. Alalata. Akaf. Akaf. Verse 13. Aya Isha. Kama. Shayam. Karasiya. Zahab. Aya. Kaba. Aya. Aina. Akaf. Akaf. Maka. Rasayam. Haya. Amma. Shakan. Akad. Verse 14. Waya Aisha. Yara. Aita. Isayam. La'a. Allah. Ay. Amma. Shakan. Aishataya. Aisharaya. Yara. Aitha. Aisha. Atham. Verse 15. Arab. Aya. Aiha. Akaf. Shalashim. Bama. Wa'a. Babai. Amawaf. Akab. Aya. Aiha. Akab. Mada. Akab. La'ai. Shataya. Aishaya. Salakia. Aishara. Yabra. Aitha. Verse 16. Aya. Karam. Ab. Mash. Aya. Lucky. Aya. Raya Aita. Laban. Wata. Shasha. Aya. Aita. Laban. Verse 16. Aya. Kuba. Ath. Kamash. Aya. Aita. Laban. Wata. Shasha. Aya. Raya Aita. Laban. Verse 17. Aya Aisha. Talatha. Kama Shayam. Ayat. Shapath. Aya. Ra'aiha. Aka. Yatazana. Slaki. Yatazana. Lama. Amarat. Waka. Mashayam. Lalata. Aisha. Ay. Shapath. Aya. Aya. Raya Aiha. Aka. Barath. Asha. Nayata. And the Hebrew. Exodus chapter 36 and verse 10. Sorry, 11. Right? And he made loops and he made loops of blue on the edge of one curtain from the sleevage and the coupling. Likewise, he made in the outermost side of another curtain in the coupling of the second. Verse 12. 50 loops made he in one curtain, and 50 loops made he in the edge of the curtain, which was in the coupling of the second. The loops held one curtain to another. Verse 13. And he made 50 touches of gold and coupled the curtains one unto another with the touches. So it became one tabernacle. Verse 14. And he made 50 touches of gold and coupled the curtains one unto another with the touches. So it became one tabernacle. Verse 14. And he made curtains of goat's hair for the tent over the tabernacle. 11 curtains he made them. Verse 15. The length of one curtain was 30 cubits, and 4 cubits was the breadth of one curtain. The 11 curtains were of one side. Verse 16. And he coupled 5 curtains by themselves, and 6 curtains by themselves. Verse 17. And he made 50 loops upon the uttermost edge of the curtain in the coupling, and 50 loops made he upon the edge of the curtain, which coupleth the second. In the reader in English.
Anything that
The last.
Read on.
yeah, that's like. And again, everything we see here, you know, is the Most High God, and don't take this light. So anytime you see any, let me say, religious group, is because they don't have that spirit on them. Because now we see men are the spirit of the Lord on them. This is why you see these men and them functioning how they're functioning, and this is why everything can be precise. Anytime you don't have that spirit on you, now you will take the law of the work, let me say, slightly, and you wouldn't even really do it how it's supposed to carry it out how it's supposed to carry out when instructions is passed. These men didn't take this light. These men and them had the spirit of the Lord. This is why Christ said this. He said, no man can come unto me lest the Father draw him. How the Father going to draw him? Moses gave them instructions. These instructions passed down. So anytime you see, you can see from a distance that spirit or that vibe on that person, and it will tell if this person really after the work of the Lord. We see these men and them was after the work of the Lord. This is why everything could have been precise and a report could have been given accurately. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Book of Exodus chapter 36 and verse 8. Waya, Aisha, Korah, Saya, Naka, Nakashat, Kama, Shayam, Laka, Lakaba, Af, A'a, Allah, Laha, Lahayat, Akkad, verse 19. Waya Aisha, Makkah, Makasa, La'a, Allah, Iraq, Ayalam, Ma'a, Damayam, Mama, Kasa, Iraq, Taka, Shayam, Malama, Ayla, verse 20. Waya Aisha, Af, Akabra, Shayam, Lama, Shakan, Aitazaya, Shatayam, Aima, Layam, verse 21. Aisha, Amat, Arak, Akarash, Wama, Wakad Zaya, Ama, Wakab, Akarash, Aka, verse 22. Shataya, Yada, Akarash, Akkad, Mashah, Labath, Akath, Al, Akath, Khan, Aisha, Lakan, Korashaya, Amma, Shakan, verse 23. Waya Aisha, Akara, Shayyim, Lama, Shakan, Aisha, Rayam, Korashayam, Lapata, Nagab, Taka, Mana, verse 24. Ba'ayam. No, is that not 24? Verse 24. Ba'ayam. Adaniya, Kasab, Aisha, Taka, Aisha, Rayam, Aisha Rayam, Akara Shayam, Shanya, Adanayam, Takat, Akarash, Akad, the Shah, the Ya, Yada, the Yawa, Washa, Washanya, Adanayam, Takat, Akarash, Akad, Lasha, the Ya, Yad, the Yawa. Right? The end of the reading in the Hebrew, in the English. The book of Exodus, chapter 36 and verse 18. Right? And he made 50 touches of brass to couple the tent together, that it might be one. Verse 19. And he made a covering for the tent of ram skins, dyed red, and a covering of badger skins above that. Verse 20. And he made boards of the tabernacle of shittim wood, standing up, and the length of the cupboard was 10 cubits. Slap. 19, 18, right. Verse 21. The length of a board was 10 cubits, and the breadth of a board 1 cubit and a half. Verse 22. One board had two tenons equally distant one from another. Thus did he make for all the boards of the tabernacle. Verse 23. And he made boards for the tabernacle, 20 boards for the south side, southward. Verse 24. And 40 sockets of silver he made under the 20 boards, 2 sockets under one board for his 2 tenons, and 2 sockets under another board for his 2 tenons. And then we did it.
Yeah, the last one.
Huh?
24.
So that's actually one.
Do you want now
Yeah.
one more after?
No, it's the last one.
Last one.
Yeah, last one.
Go on.
Better be last one.
Right. Book of Exodus chapter 36 and verse 25. Verse 25. Wallah. There's a lie. Slakia. There's a lie. There's a lie. There's a lie. Slakia. Amma. Shakan. Asha. Nayath. Lapa, there's a one. Aisha, Aishariam, Kabra Shayam, verse 26. Ba'a, Rabbi, Adda, Nayaham, Kasab, Shanya, Adda, Nayam, Takaf, Akarash, Akad, Washanya, Adda, Nayam, Takaf, Akarash, Akad, verse 27. Allah, Yara, Kataya, Amma, Shakan, Yama, Aisha, Shasha, Karashayam, verse 28. Basha, Naya, Korashayam, Aisha, Lama. What is that? What is that? Aitha, Amma, Shakan, Baya, Rakatayam, verse 29. Waha, Waha Yawa, Tawa Amama, Mala Mata, Waya, Kadawa, Yahawa, Salakia, Yaha Yawa, Tama, Salakia, Tamayam, Al, Ra'ashawa, Al, Ata, Ba'aita, Akak, Kan, Aisha, Lasha, Nayaham, Lashanya, Amma, what is the Aita, verse 30. Waha, Yawa, Shamana, Korashayam, Ba'a, then the Na, Yaham, Kasab, Shasha, Aisha, Adda, Nayam, Adda Nayam, Shanya, Adda, Nayam, Shanya, Adda Nayam, Adda Nayam, Taka, Akarash, Akkad, verse 31. Waya, Aisha, Bara, Yakya, Aitazaya, Shatayam, Kamasha, Laka, Rashaya, Tazalai, Aima, Shakan, Akaf, and that you read it in Hebrew, in the English. The book of Exodus, chapter 36 and verse 25. And for the other side of the tabernacle, which is toward the north corner, he made 20 boards, verse 26, and the 40 sockets of silver, 2 sockets under one board, 2 sockets under another board, verse 27. And for the sides of the tabernacle westward, he made 6 boards, verse 28, and 2 boards made he for the corners of the tabernacle and the 2 sides, verse 29, and they were coupled beneath and coupled together at the head thereof, the one ring. Thus he did to both of them in both the corners, verse 30. And there were 8 boards, and their sockets were 16 sockets of silver, under every board 2 sockets. Verse 31. And he made bars of shittim wood, 5 for the boards of the one side of the tabernacle.
Right. So again, as we continue on next week, again, Lord willing, tell brothers and sisters again, come on down to the school. Again, the location on the screen. Go on ISUPK Trinidad and Tobago, right? And log in. Any questions, comments, leave it in the chat. Right? This concludes the end of the
that we say, my geometry, son.
Sa. Sa.
Liar shot. Israel.
Sa. 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 Yahweh Hashem Shabbakia. Sa.
Yahweh Hashem Shabbat. Yeah.
Yahweh Hashem Shabbat. Yeah.
Yahweh Hashem Shabbat. Yeah. So imagine we put them up and down, whereas like this east, south, which means a two. So the Lord praying in Hebrew.
Abanawa. Sabbath Shemayim. Kodash. Aya. Shamka. Yahweh. Alakwafka. Faba. Zaka. Aya. Aisha. Ratiza. Kawa. Aya. Shemayim. Nathan. Lawa. Lakam. Kal. Yawam. Salaknawa. Kawatnawa. Salaknawa. Kawatanawa. Wala. Sabinawa. Nasawan. Bal. Shanawa. Mayan. Rai. Kaya. Aka. Lakwa. Wala. Laparat. Malabunam. Man in English, or Father, that in heaven will be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors, and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Babukasha, Tananawa, Akak, Akak, Rabah, Akal, Madwo, Akak, Ataha, Rayam, Akak, Akwam, Mafim, Akak, Alkawat, Namala, Garrison, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Tawadaman. In the English, Yahweh, name of Yahushai, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, to cleanse the lepers, or to raise the dead, or against unclean spirits, cast them out. Name of Yahushai. Thank you. So be it. Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Barakanawa, Ba'ashala, Rabiat, Separium, Barak, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Tawadaman. In the English, Yahweh, name of Yahushai. Bless us and Israel and the school. Name of Yahushai. Thank you. So be it.
Psalm 121 in Hebrew.
Asha, Ayanya, Alahariam, Mayan, Abba, Zaria, Isaiah, Mayam, Hawa, Esha, Samayam, Ratiza, Elathan, Mawat, Gaka, and the Wam, Samaka, Ana, La'a, and the Wam, La'a, Yeshan, Shoma, Yesha'al, Yahweh, Samaka, Hawa, Zaka, Yad, Meka, Rama, Shamas, La'a, Kaka, Barak, Balayala, Yahweh, Shamaka, Karai, Shama, Asafaka, Yahweh, Shama, Sasafka, Abaka, Haifa, Vaid, Iwalam. Psalms 121 in English. I lift up my eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. You will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee. from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and even forevermore. Alahaya, Adamelaka, Atasquat, Kena, Eka, Yawan, Shayaka, Alamaka, Amwa, Savoda, Etha, Aitasawa, Aitasawanka, Mawa, Kawa, Kakadam, Gawia, Ola, Ezaka, Shemya Shala, Abda, Kia, now Aitasawa, Laba, Kadwa, Ka, Riak, Rathwa, Halim, Awam, Ashamai, Mayam, Waba, Gayam, Gabal, Waimawan, Waimalak, Alashad, Amishabia, Tazawo, Gamashawa, Nawa, Imam, Zara, Zarawai, Panalawa, Kala, Aishalaham, Anadian, Sarah, Gabian, Lanakal, Kiaswan, Smadwa, Bayan, Dara, Awa, Daman, Dama, Sethama, Abawa, Garab, Sabah, Sabah, Kal, Tazamanai, Kalasekamo, Shah, Mawa, Narasha, Alawal, Awal, Lahaya, Hahaya, Shethama, Kakagala, Kwash, Kapanya, Woka, Kash, Tabaya, Ira, Ahaba, Lahat, Ariam, Kandaratma, Masaraika, Osa, Pathka, Alhalam, Ehan, Walawan, Webakwashwa, Ka, Yahawa, Yabashwa, Yahalwa, Idi, Yakapawa, Yabadwa, Adaiwa, Etha, Shamaka, Yahawa, Baka, Alawan, Akaha, Rataza. Psalm 83 in English. Keep not thou silence, O Yahweh, hold on thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh, for lo, thine enemies make it tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up their head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites of Moab, and the Agarenes, Gebal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, with inhabitants of Tyre. Assur also is joined with them. They have opened the children of Lot, Salah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kison, which perished at Endor. They became as down for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb, Isaiah, yea, all their princes, Azabah and Zalmunna, said, let us take to ourselves the house of Yahweh in possession. O my power, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth a wood, as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the Most High over all the earth. ISUPK curses, blessed are you, Yahweh, King of heaven and earth, all things living. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, listen to us now, right now. Send evils and curses and punishment and destruction to the heathen that speak against us, thy prophets, the teachers, the princes, the priests, the Israelite brothers, and the schools. Send evils and curses and punishment and destruction to the heathen, and shake loose the treasure of the rich of Israel that refuse to give to the school. Force their riches to enter to thy sanctuary. Send evils and curses and punishment and destruction to the Edomites and the nations and their drug dealers, the court system, the prison system, Planned Parenthood, all the government of our enemies, Amalek synagogues and armies, Roman Catholic Church, the Pope, Islam, Christianity, Egyptology, militia, Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nation, skinheads, Pascomatazi, gay movement, lesbian movement, spies, workers of witchcraft, NASA space program, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Wall Street, open up the internet and the airwaves, the cable access channels, and the radio channels. Convict the spirit of any of thy people that seek to stop us and bring swift destruction to all the heathen that stand in the way or try to stop us from broadcasting your words throughout the planet earth. Let loose all the plagues, cause them to go to and fro through the earth and consume them. Let the plagues shake the house of the thief and the murderer. Let Yahushai, Michael, and Gabriel come down with the flying saucer and punish all the heathen that come up against us as we speak thy word. Cause it to be known by all that is the angels that have done it. Cause it to be spread through the media, throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake at thy coming. Name of Yahushai. Thank you always. So be it.
So, this concludes today's Sabbath service. We're going to give one courtesy salute. Our Shabbat, Majum, Rock,
Yahweh Hashem Yahushai Barakatah.
We conclude today's Sabbath service.